Hello YouTube, and today I'm going to be talking about gaming partnerships for YouTube channels. And yes, I got a better mic. So my first one wasn't as good because my audio wasn't that good, and I didn't go that in depth. I just went into, that RPM was good, which they are. But today I'm going to be talking about most of the networks, their pros and cons, and all that. So there's some gameplay in the background. The only reason I posted this gameplay is not because I do amazing, but because at one point it's me versus 6 players, and I still managed to kick their butts, which is kind of funny. But anyways, enough about the gameplay. You can watch that. But well, you should. But all right. So here's what's down. Well, first one, let's talk about. One sec. Sorry, I had to adjust my microphone. Alright, first one, let's talk about Machinima. As everyone knows, they're the big boys, they're the big ones, they're the ones with the 4 mil subs, 2 billion view channel, they're the big boys. So yeah, of course everyone's like, oh, I want to be part of Machinima, in which, I mean, if you have the requirements, they're a good network. They have I believe it's a set CPM at $2 or $3, which is, not a bad CPM for gamers. And also they have premium ads, and they really get your channel out there. They advertise you, they help you. I'm not so sure about their whoa. Yeah, alright, to apply, I'll leave a link in the description, you can apply. But here's the requirements. They don't really care that much about subs. You only need about 1,000 subs to apply, but it's the views they care about. You need about 150,000 views per month, and all of your videos need to at least average about 500 views to be considered. That doesn't mean you're gonna get automatically accepted. It just means they're gonna consider you. But they're a good network, and if you can get partnered with them, I mean, they did recently do about, I think, a 50% pay cut. So I don't know, they may have lowered their CPM, they may not have premium as good ad contracts this year. I don't know what happened there, but you still get paid well. It's just you're not gonna be getting paid as much as people were a year or two ago. And I think they did that because they're they're trying to pay the bigger, like Woody's Gamertag, people like that. They're trying to pay them to stay. Oh, I don't think Woody's Gamertag is partnered with them anymore. Well, if he is, then he is, but I'm not sure about that. But anyways, what I'm saying is that was so their bigger partners can make more, and their smaller partners can still make a decent amount of money, but that was so they can pay. That was so they can keep their bigger partners. Alright, so yeah, I mean, if you could apply for Machinima, I'll leave a link in the description, and that's pretty much all I have to say about Machinima. Let's go on to Yeousch. Yeousch is a good network. They have a 65-35 split, which is really good. They have decent ads. Their CPM I'm not so sure about. I'm pretty sure they advertise around $2. And to qualify for Yeousch, you need to have 1,500 subs and 75,000 video views, which I think it's 75,000 video views per month. Yeah. So yeah, so if you just get one 75,000 view video and you got 1,500 subs, there you go. There's your partnership with Yeousch. They do have a 65-35 split, which most people don't give a split. And also, I think if you're bigger, they give you a 75-25 split. So yeah, like Minnesota Burns, people who partner with Yeousch like that, they get a bigger. So if you ever grow to be really big, then you'll get a 10% bonus, and you'll be getting a lot more money, of course. But also with Machinima and Yeousch, you get free you get banners, the standard stuff. You get audio library, stuff like that, and you get to advertise on their channels. So yeah, okay. If you want to apply for Yeousch, in the description. Alright, and so those are some of the big boys. I'm gonna talk about another big boy here, TGN. Well, not. It's I think the 3rd or 4th biggest gaming network, and they're pretty good. From what I've heard, their pay isn't the best. So I'm not sure what their pay is, But I heard their pay isn't the best, but you can, they help you get bigger, and the requirements aren't as big. You only have to get 1,000 daily views, which is 30,000 a month, so the requirements aren't as bad. No copyright strikes, standard stuff like that. So yeah, if you want to apply for them, leave a link in the description, and yeah. So let's talk about CreatorX. This is full screen affiliate that's entry level, meaning if you have, like, let's say for example 20 vids, 1,000 views, 100 subscribers, they'll take you. You know, this is an entry level, and you get all the full screen benefits. So it's like being a part of full screen, but you're just with CreatorX. It's basically being a part of full screen with a little bit less pay. That's what it is. So actually, when I was applying for a partnership, I applied for several networks. I applied for TGN, RPM / Socialblade, CreatorX, and Acifin or Aspen. So yeah, I applied for those 4. And TGN, what do you go? Oh yeah, my
securing C.
TGN declined me actually, but they only declined me because I had like 30,000 video views, but I guess YouTube doesn't update it every day, so when I applied, I only had like 5,000. Yeah, so you know, I applied when I had 1,000, you know, 30,000 for the month, which I would have been accepted. But when they sent me back, they said you only have 5,000. They sent me all my stats and said you only have 5,000 views this month. So, and I didn't want to have to go through waiting, you know. So I got accepted by Acifin, Socialblade / RPM, and CreatorX, and I went with RPM. So that's enough of that. I'll talk more about that later, but let's continue with TGN. TGN is good. You know, they advertise your channel. They're, you know, medium-sized. Yeah, their pay isn't the best, but they do have pretty good ads. So, I mean CPM. From what I've heard, they advertise about $1.25 to $2 CPM, which $1.25, that's not a bad CPM, but that's not a good CPM. Anyways, let's move on to CreatorX. CreatorX affiliate, they're, as I've said, entry level. So like I've said, they're really good. There are no set in stone requirements. It's just that you need to have quality content and be a month old and have, you know, I recommend at least having like 20 subs. You know, you want to make sure you don't have like 5 subs when you apply. But yeah, so they're really good. And I'm going to talk about Awesomeness TV. Well, they're not, CreatorX doesn't pay the best because they're for entry levels, but they're good. So yeah, but anyways, let's talk about Awesomeness TV. From what I've heard, Awesomeness TV is a ripoff. Do not join them. They're entry level, no requirements. Yes, that's good, but here's the thing. Their CPM is really bad. Their CPM is really bad, and they have a terrible contract. Alright, the gameplay's over, but I'm gonna continue talking for a little bit. But yeah, they're just not very good. Yeah. Well, actually, I'll probably just put another gameplay up there. But you have to get $100 before you can get any money. So $100 with the very low CPM and not good ads is not worth it. I mean, no, don't go with them. So many people have gotten ripped off by this entry-level junk. Like, if you get $50 for the network, they don't care. If you have to get $100 before they'll pay you, which is dumb. So don't be like some people and just fall in. Oh, I need to be partnered now. I don't care. I don't want to wait a couple weeks or a month. I need to be partnered now. Don't do that. Wait. Alright, now let's talk about RPMNetwork. RPMNetwork is what I'm partnered with, so I may be a little biased on this, but I'm going to try to be as unbiased as I can. RPMNetwork is a great network. So, they're obviously not as good as Machinima or anything, but if you have 2,500 views a month, for 1 month, they will accept you. You know, they send you all the paperwork, you know, It's all you have to do. I'll leave the link in the description. But anyways, they're just really good for smaller channels. They're good because they only have a 1-year contract. So you partner with them for 1 year, and you know, you grow, and then after that year you could probably apply for Yeousch, Machinima, TGN, something bigger. So yeah, they're just good. I suggest them. And let's talk about. All right, let's kind of go an overview, just recap. Machinima, high standards, good. Not well. Their contracts last, I think, 5 to 7 years. So your channel is pretty much locked in with them
Friendly hunter-killer drone deployed.
So, but you do get a locked-in CPU. Oh, alright, so that's my overview of Machinima, but also, you know, I've been thinking, and there's another gaming network coming to my head that I just remembered is really decent. Union for Gamers Curse. They have a locked-in $3 CPM. I'm not sure what their payout rate is. I would assume it's at least 50%, as most are. But, it's good. You can apply there. All you need is 5,000 subs. I think that's all you need. I believe they require like something like 10, 30. They don't require a lot of video views. 10 to 30,000. Some. Yeah, I believe it's. I think it's 1,000 views a day. But the $3 locked-in CPM is pretty good. So yeah. Let's say it's 50-50. You'll make $1.50 per. RPM/CPM, which is revenue per minute, which stands for 1,000. So every 1,000 views you get, you'll be getting $1.50, which is good. Yeah, I mean, it's good. Yeah, that's pretty good. But anyways, I can't go on RPMNetwork's pay, but I can kind of tell you guys what's up. All right, so you know, recap: Yeousch and TGN are kind of medium-ish size. TGN's a little smaller. On the as far as how big your channel is, this isn't how many partners they have, you know. So yeah, it's pretty much a recap. If you want to know anything, just leave it in the comments. But before I go, I feel like I need to do this. I need to explain every network's contract, how long. As I said, Awesomeness TV, don't go with them. CreatorX is a 1-year contract for entry-level YouTubers, like 20, you know, as I've said, you've heard me, 20 subscribers, 20 vids, 1,000 views. There you go. You're accepted. So yeah. All right, their contract, they don't pay a lot, but if you don't want to wait till RPM, I wouldn't punch you in the throat for going with them as I would if you went with Awesomeness TV, because their payout's $100, which is incredibly bad. But yeah. All right, so let's. This, as I've said, Machinima 5 to 7 years, sometimes lifetime. Yeousch, I believe, is a 1 or 2 year contract, depending on what you do. TGN. You can actually leave anytime you want, which is why I wanted to go with them. But unfortunately, YouTube kind of takes, like, I got an email back 24 hours, like around that, after I sent it in, and YouTube doesn't. I had the views, but YouTube didn't add them up. Like, you know, it was on the video, here's 15,000 views, here's 1,000 views, I added it all up, and I had 30,000, so I submitted it. But they said I only had around 5,000. So, you know, that's okay. You know, maybe after my year contract of RPM, maybe I'll go over there. But I don't know. Maybe I'll stick with RPM, I don't know what I'm gonna do. But, whoa. Yeah, so they're anytime you want, you can leave them. And that's probably why their pay's a little lower, because they never know when you're gonna leave, which, you know. Yeah, so Curse, I believe they have a 2-year contract, which for a locked-in $3 CPM, you know, $1.50 if it's 50% payout, as I would assume, as I think it is. It's either 50 or 60. But anyways, that's $1.50 per mil, which is 1,000, not a million. That'd be incredibly hard to earn any money on YouTube if you only got paid $1 per million views. But anyways, yeah. So I felt like I gave a good recap. I tried to lead you guys in the right direction, you know. Alright, so I know I've been kind of repeating myself, but I'm just trying to make sure you guys choose the best partner. So I'm gonna lock it up. I'm gonna end it right here with just saying, just, you know, just in case you weren't paying attention or anything, here we go. Machinima, good, CPM, decent, well not, you have to lock in with them for like 5 to 7 years or a lifetime. You know, Yeousch, good. Basically, you've heard me talk, but I just want to stress this enough. I know some of you are being like, oh, please. I mean, Awesomeness TV, I've heard such terrible things about them. If you want to apply for them, that's what you want to do, but I don't recommend them at all. So anyways, I've had so many messages saying to help do you know, about a 15-20 minute video. Well, they didn't say that, but they said do a long, what I got was, could you give me an accurate description of every gaming network out there, you know? So here's what I'm doing. You know, I gave all the ones you need to know out there. There's probably a couple other, like IGN and all that, but IGN's kind of hard to get into. It's more exclusive, you know. You gotta kind of find one of the recruiters on Twitter or something like that. But anyways, yeah, there's probably some other smaller ones like Jungle Network or something, but those I don't really recommend. They'll rip you off. I recommend staying with one that's backed by a quality name. You know, the smaller ones I would recommend are CreatorX, RPMNetwork. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say, and if you have any questions, leave it in the comments and I'll respond ASAP. So yeah, hope you enjoyed, and bye. Hello YouTube, and sorry, but I forgot to talk about Aspen. And Aspen is a decent one. They have a decent CPM and an okay contract. I believe you have to lock in for 2 years with them. And to qualify for them, you have to have 1,000 subs, no copyright content, all that junk. You know, well, not junk, but no qualifications. And you have to have 300 views per day or 9,000 per month, which isn't amazingly hard to achieve. But yeah, they're a decent gaming network. If you go with them, they're good. They'll treat you right. They have a good audio library and they have good service. So yeah, here's what I know I've recapped a lot, but here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna tell you guys what I recommend. If you're bigger, go for Machinima, Yeousch. But if you're medium sized, I try to get TGN or Yeousch. If you're smaller, I would try to get RPM or Acifin. And if you're entry level, I try to get CreatorX. Although I do recommend waiting until you get to RPMNetwork or at Acifin level to get a partnership, because they'll treat you right. But CreatorX, if you go with them, they're still okay. They don't have a great CPM, but they will be good because they're part of full screen, so you get all the full screen benefits with just a little bit, well, not a little bit, but less pay. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. The gameplay is about 30 seconds more as of now. So yeah, I know I've repeated myself, but I felt like I had to talk about Aspen Network since I mentioned them, but I didn't tell you what they're about. So yeah, if there's any zero requirement ones, those are definitely rip-offs, and do not go for them. If you have any networks you're curious about, leave a comment below and I will explain if they are good or not, in my opinion, and on the facts. So that is it. Bye.